The first time I met Madonna, that's such a random question. I don't think you'd ask anybody else that. Lucky. I have such a bad memory. I'm probably the worst person to do this kind of interview, but we're here now. Who's DJing? That's always like my number one thing. I'll do like basic things like scope out the exit because you never know when there's going to be a drama. And because I run a club night, I know like these things are important for like the safety of the event. So it's either who's DJing or where's the nearest exit. I'm getting so risk averse as I grow up. Bless. If it was like a party that I was DJing at in Auckland, probably Work by Rihanna. I think that's classic. It will never let you down. First gossip I heard about. Oh, was that I was gay? It turned out to be right. I love it. I went to a Christian kindergarten, and there's always the end of year production with the Christmas stuff. And usually it's like, oh, I'll get cast as like an angel or one of like the disciples, but I was a window pane in a church. So that was my first costume that I can remember wearing. A window pane. That's so embarrassing, but yeah, anyway. It was with Jess B at her EP launch, I think in like 2018. I had DJ'd for like 7 months in my bedroom before that because there was no way I was going to leave if I was bad. I was not going to leave my bedroom. The first filth was like ridiculous. I think anyone who went could like attest to the fact that it was like the most ridiculous energy in the room at one point. And I don't think we kind of fully grasped just how powerful that was at the time. We were running around like headless chickens, like, oh my gosh, there's so much to do, who's gonna be on the door? And then I had to DJ, and then we had to look after, like, someone was being like, someone got my pronouns wrong. We had to like talk to them about that. Like, there was a lot going on. So I think we just didn't realize just how like what we had gotten ourselves into properly, but it was quite a powerful evening. Yeah, I wish I could go back. Ooh, first performance I feel like I smashed. First performance that I feel like I smashed was definitely Shenanigan. I don't know if you've ever heard of it. It's a very legendary event in Auckland that I had gone to so many times before, and then as soon as I started DJing, I was like, my goal is to play Shenanigan. Just because I needed to play Shenanigan. I just knew how legendary it would be. So that was the first set where I was like, I came off and I was like, I'm powerful. Like, I actually was just like shook at how good it was. I smashed it. And the energy, all my friends were there, everyone was loving it. And I was at a prime time. It was just glorious. Shout outs to Shenanigan. Bring it back. I've had way too many to even count. In my books, if you don't fuck up, then you didn't do a good job, you know? The amount of times that this has happened to me when I've been DJing for Jess, and say we have like dancers ready to go or whatever, and I mess up the set list because I just don't. I have like ADHD, so I'll just be like doing my own thing in my own brain and just skip a song. Where dancers are meant to like do cues and the drum is like waiting for the song, and I've skipped the whole thing. Jess will look back at me and be like, what the hell are you doing? But it always works out. The first time I met Madonna was on stage at Spark Arena. So I saved up all my money, went to the show, was by myself because no one else my age liked her. And then her assistant walked past me a couple times, and I noticed it and I was like, that's interesting. Why does this woman keep looking at me? And then she was like, are you from here? And I was like, yeah. And she was like, do you know this part? And I was like, no, I don't know the part, but I was born ready to do whatever is needed to be done. I got you. I was just like a turbo stan, like ready to dance with Madonna on stage, naturally. We walked back to the stage, and then she was doing like her talking on the mic, like, where are you from? Blah, blah, blah. And I was like, here. And then she was like, I bet you're hungry. I usually have a gift for you, but I only have a banana. And so I was like, sure, I'll eat a banana. And then it just ended up being like, she took a bite, I took a bite, she took a bite. And then she was like, she like put her mic down and was like, let's go. Like talking about like, let's eat the banana together. And I was like, well, say less, I got you. And then we kissed.
What the hell?